Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Sunday evening to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. We have officially made the NBA Finals for our NBA 2K22 Road to the NBA Finals series for the 12-13 Heat series, and this is game one of the NBA Finals, so we are facing off against the 97-98 Utah Jazz. So our road to the NBA Finals began with the 12-13 Heat knocking out the 99-00 Toronto Raptors 4-1 in the first round. Then semifinals, we knocked out the 07-08 Boston Celtics 4-1. And now we had knocked out the Detroit Pistons in the Eastern Conference Finals 4-2, the 88-89 Pistons rather. So without a further ado, we'll show you the uniforms and we'll see you guys at tip-off. Alright, so the 97-98 Jazz are going to be wearing their classic away 96 through 04 road uniforms. We are going to be in Miami in the 305, by the way. So the Heat are going to host the first two games, and then Utah is going to host games 3 and 4. But if we were to win at least 3 games and the Jazz win 1, there will be extended games. So games 5, 6, and 7, stadiums might vary. So on moving on to the Heat, they're going to be wearing their white classic home 09 through 17 uniforms. So we'll see you guys at tip-off. Alright, it is tip-off time here at the American Airlines Arena. So now John Stockton and the Utah Jazz have possession to begin the game here in Miami. So now Chris Bosh claims a steal. I'm going to pass it over to LeBron James, the Akron, Ohio native. He is actually going to knock down a two-pointer from mid-range to start off the NBA Finals. So playoffs, 45 points per game, 2.6 assists per game, and he's 97% in field goals. So he has been player of the game almost every evening the Miami Heat has played. So now, Chalmers, I'm going to pass it over to LeBron James. The Akron, Ohio native is going to knock down his first 3 of the NBA Finals, and it is now going to be 5-2 here in Miami. So now, Utah has possession. Stockton going to pass over to the mailman, Karl Malone. And Chris Bosh, he's going to pass this deep over to LeBron James, and then some Mario Chalmers. And then Shane Battier is going to get this one in there for 2. So it's now 7-4 here in Miami. And Jeff Hornacek has possession. Where is he going to take this direction to? He's going to pass it over to John Stockton. So now John Stockton losing the basketball. Oh, and it's going to... He's still going to claim it no matter what. And he gets a layup out of that. So I'm thinking about passing it over to Dwayne Wade, number 3. And he's going to knock a 3 down. It's now going to be 10-6 here in Miami. So the Heat are up by 4. John Stockton losing the basketball and Wade making a steal. I'm thinking about passing it over to LeBron James, and he is going to knock a 3 down for Miami. And it's now going to be 13-6. And now John Stockton losing the basketball. Oh, wait, he still maintains possession. Karl Malone. Where is he actually going to take this direction to? Going to pass it over to Greg Foster. And then Jeff Hornacek gets it in there. And we're going to pass it over to LeBron James. So LeBron James getting that one in there. So it's now 15-8. So LeBron James now has 10 points on the evening. And LeBron James is going to make that steal. He is going to make another 3 for the Heat. And we are actually going to take a break here. Alright, and we're going to claim an offensive rebound. Ray Allen, number 34, going to knock a 3 down for the Miami Heat. So it's 12.4 seconds left in the first quarter, and we are up by 13. Now it's going to be 15 points. Actually 16, because there's a shooting foul on Utah. So we are going to go to the free throw line for the Miami Heat. So Mario Chalmers going to get that free throw in there. It's now going to be 26-10. And Miami is going to take the 16-point lead at home. So it is the end of the first quarter here in Miami. Alright, so now LeBron James is out on the court for the Heat. And LeBron James gets a nice layup out of that one. So it is now 28-10. LeBron James with 15 points in this episode. So he scored half of the team's points in the first quarter. So now James gonna get a layup on that one. So it's now 30-10. Hot start tonight. So 17 points scored for LeBron James. The rest of his teammates have scored 13 at the bare minimum. So now Byron Russell makes that dunk. So we're going to pass it over to the Akron, Ohio native. So the Akron, Ohio native, there is a foul. So this means that we still maintain possession of it. But I'm thinking about using LeBron James. He is going to do a crossover. Well, not really a successful crossover, but we still got it in for 2 points. So 19 points for LeBron James today, 4 from mid-range. So Utah has possession, so they're going to pass it over to Morris. So now Mike Miller is going to pass it over to LeBron James. Why is he not dunking? So it's 34-12. So there were literally no defenders there trying to stop him. And Karl Malone makes the dunk, and the 12-13 Heat are going to take a timeout. We are actually going to take a break. Alright, so we have made 5 more threes than the Utah Jazz so far in this episode. And the 12-13 Heat right now, they are up by 24. And we're going to try to make that 26. So now Mario Chalmers getting that in there for 2. LeBron James with the assist. So 7 turnovers for the 97-98 Jazz. And it's just so evident that they're down by 26. And LeBron James makes a nice block there. But it does not go to the Heat, evidently, because Utah had picked up he almost made that dunk, but it did not go successful. No. So that was an unplanned dunk at the paint. So that was our first field goal that we've missed all game long. And we get a layup out of that one. So it's now 45-21. LeBron James with 25 points. And he has 12 points in the paint in this game. So now John Stockton getting that offensive rebound, misses that, gets it in there. And it's now going to be 45-23. And we get that in there. So it's now going to be 47-23. So now Jeff Hornacek losing the basketball. And we got LeBron James. So James getting it in there. It's now going to be 49-23. So now John Stockton losing the basketball. LeBron James picking up that steal. He is going to knock a 3 down for the Heat. And it's now 52-23. So now John Stockton losing the basketball. And LeBron James making a dunk there. And it is now 54-23. 17.3 seconds are left in the first half. So Utah is down by 32. John Stockton with that nice spin move. So now Stockton, where is he going to take this direction to? So now John Stockton, he is going to get it in there for 2. So we're going to pass it over to the one and only LeBron James. Makes a dunk. And it is halftime. He does not get it into the buzzer beater in time. So the Utah Jazz are down by 31 at the American Airlines Arena. All right, so it is the beginning of the third quarter. So now Dwayne Wade going to pass it over to the other side of the court. And Chris Bosh scores it in. So now D. Wade picks up an assist. So now Jeff Hornacek with possession of the basketball. Now it is Dwayne Wade that makes that steal. Actually, it was Chris Bosh, but then Wade picked it up and made that dunk. So it is now a 33-point Miami lead here at home. So now John Stockton losing the basketball. He's going to pass it over to Hornacek, but then he picks it back up. So now Jeff Hornacek gonna lose the basketball. Wade gonna pass it over to LeBron James. So now LeBron gets it in the paint. So it's now 60-25. 36 points for LeBron James today and 7 from mid-range. So Hornacek gonna pass it over. Gonna pass it over to Greg Foster. He makes that dunk for the Utah Jazz. So now Mario Chalmers gonna pass it over to the one and only LeBron James. So now LeBron James hits a three for the Heat. And it's now 63-27. So now John Stockton has possession. So now Mario Chalmers passing it over. And then Wade gets it in for two. It's now 65-27. D. Wade with 10 points on the day today. And Stockton losing the basketball. Going to pass it over to Chalmers. And then some James going to fire a three for the Heat. And it's now going to be 68-27. So now Jeff Hornacek with the possession of the basketball. And it is Hornacek that still picks it up. 14 seconds left on the shot clock. And James firing over to Wade. So it's now 70-27 here in the 305 in Miami. So we are actually going to take a break here. Alright, so it's now 79-38. So we got Ray Allen going to pass it over to Rashad Lewis and then some Mike Miller. I'll pass it over to Ray Allen actually. So Ray Allen, the former Seattle Supersonics, Boston Celtics, and Milwaukee Bucks player, makes that in for two. And 1.1 seconds are left. So we are going to lead this by 41. So the third quarter score is the Miami Heat 81, the Utah Jazz 40. Alright, so now this is the beginning of the fourth here in the 305 in Miami, Florida. So now Mario Chalmers, there is a foul. And we are going to go to the free throw line with Chalmers. 6 points today and 3 assists on the evening for the Heat. So now Mario Chalmers. So we are back in action. So it's now 83-40 here in Miami, Florida. So now it appears that LeBron James has made the steal. He's going to pass it over to Mario Chalmers. And LeBron James is going to pick up the assist for the Heat. 3 minutes, 23 seconds to go left in the fourth quarter here in Miami. So 85-42. Bosh going to pass it over to Wade. Makes that dunk. It's now 87-42. So it's 3 minutes, 4 seconds left. And Morris with the possession of the basketball. So now Morris gonna make a dunk. So now we're gonna pass it to the other side of the court with some Shane Battier once at it. Gonna knock a three down, but Bosh picks up the offensive rebound as Battier missed that attempt. And he is gonna shoot another attempt. So it's now 90-44. So Utah, they're seriously down by 46 points. They have got to get their game plan, their strategic game plans ahead of them if they want to win the next few games in these NBA Finals. And there can only be one NBA Finals champion. And from what it looks like right now, Miami is going to win game one of these finals. So it's now 92-46. So now LeBron James got to pass it over to Wade, and then James hits a three. And it's now 95-46. So LeBron James making a steal for the Heat. And LeBron James makes a dunk. It's now 97-46. So Miami, they're going to wind up scoring at least triple-digit numbers. And there is a jump ball. Alright, so it's now 97-48. So D Wade's going to knock a three down, actually misses it. And we're going to try to play some consistent defense here with only a minute 24 left. And there's not much Utah can really do because they're down by almost 50 points. So we knock a three down, and it's now 100-50. So they're going to dribble the possession. Wade makes a steal. He is going to actually get that layup in there. And it's now going to be 103. Going to be 103-50. Actually 102-50 since Wade missed that three throw attempt. So now Shandon Anderson gets that in there. And we're going to try to make as much consistent ball movement as we can. So it's now going to be 105-52. Alright, LeBron James, your player of the game for the Miami Heat. We are going to go over the numbers after the game, but now D Wade is out on the court for the Heat, making that two-pointer. Next three-pointer we get, we will have super centenary numbers. And there is no more shot clock left in this game one of NBA Finals action. So Ray Allen hits a three from behind the arc. So it's now 110-52. And Ray Allen picks up a steal. He is going to knock another three down. And it's now 113-52. And Ray Allen scores it. And the end of the game, the final score is the 12-13 Heat 115, the 97-98 Utah Jazz 52. So Miami wins it game one at home. So what an accomplishment by this 12-13 Miami Heat. They are leading the series 1-0. Alright, LeBron James, 50 points, 6 assists, 8 steals, 1 block, 2 dunks on the day. 8 for 8 from behind the arc. Dwayne Wade, 24 points, 2 assists, 6 steals. Actually, 5 steals on the day, 3 dunks. Ray Allen, 15 points and all, 1 assist, 2 steals on the day. Shane Battier, 11 points, 3 assists, and 2 steals. Mario Chalmers, 9 points, 4 assists, 2 steals on the day. John Stockton, 11 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists on the day. He did have a 3-pointer in that game. So Karl Malone, 10 points in all. Chris Morris, 8 points in all, 1 rebound, 1 assist there. Greg Foster, 6 points in all. So this wraps it up, everybody. I hope you guys really enjoyed the video. Please stay tuned for more content. And we will see you guys in Game 2 of the NBA Finals.